Hey, so this is going to be my review of the recent PDF upgrades for minor nations. Now, I am on the record uh, in this channel saying that this was a golden opportunity for Warlord Games to go and fix many of the minor nations. Especially, I believed that it was important that they gave them a choice of different national characteristics, special rules, so that the minor nations, you could tailor them a little bit and they became playable, because the minor nations are always going to be limited in what units are available to them and therefore what play styles you can play with them. And basically that meant that in tournament we saw very, very, very few minor nations. Finland did crop up. Poland did crop up. So it's going to be interesting to see what they did with this. I can already reveal that I think they dropped the ball a little bit on this PDF. Right, so the first one that we get is Belgium. And Belgium has their, like the usual artillery doctrine that has been changed from a free artillery piece to 2 shots on your forward artillery observers, which I think is very, very worth it. Basically, you get 2 artillery observers for the price of 1. So that's very nice. The highly motivated reserves, that's inexperienced units that for some reason are very willing to go into combat, so they lose pins. Situational, but okay. Pins I've found in V3 is not that much of an issue. Yeah, you get a lot of them, but they really don't affect the game much. That's just my experience. And then they get the VB launcher, which, sorry, that's a point trap. It's 20 points for a short range light mortar. And you can buy one with the order dice and everything. And by the way, and you're taking up 1 man, so it's not just the 20 points, it's 30 points that you're spending on that VB launcher. You can get an inexperienced light mortar for 21 points. Why would you ever buy a VB launcher? I don't get it. So Belgium, I think, is a little bit of a yeah, that doesn't work. You do get the usual stuff here. The infantry section, though, is very limited. You have infantry, chasseurs, and cavalry, right? So it's as limited as it always was. They have the access to many of the French stuff here, including the amazing Barillet, which just got better. And yeah, 57 points for a Barillet with and it's close top 7+ light machine gun. Damn, I want those. Right. So that was Belgium. Then we have Bulgaria. No, I do not wish to translate it. So Bulgaria has the Axis support. So you may buy, is that right? Yeah, a single unit from the German or Italian army list. Okay, that was always the thing. And against Bulgarians, enemy snipers, forward observers cannot use that, and you cannot outflank. Basically, they've just copy-pasted the old Bulgarian rules over. What about the selection here? You get mounted, but Bulgarian horse cannot charge. Who wants to charge anyway in version 3, right? You get access to Panzerfaust. You can give them engineers. You can have inexperienced engineers. Don't know if that's worth it yet, but you can. You get the usual support weapons and a very, very limited tank roster. Yeah, well, Bulgaria was never one of the major powers, was it? Finland, that's one of the ones that we've been looking forward to, isn't it? So, here we go. Trained Huntsman. Yeah, that's the one that we all know and love. That's the +1 to hit bonus, and especially in conjunction with their Sissy troops, that is going to be key. Sisu, that's where they upgrade their infantry. Also, very, very nice. Moti, that is where you get, it's easier to outflank. And you can get skis for free. I don't know why you wouldn't take those then. Always take the skis for your Finns. How often do you get to play on a snow table? Not often, but if you do, you have skis. Right. So you get the usual stuff here. You have rifle squads here. They could be tough fighters. They could be tank hunters. Blah, blah, blah. Recon infantry. Kaukapashos. Master of the hunt. The Sissy can move into ambush position. They are allowed to advance and stop and move into ambush. Yep. That is the one. Light infantry here. These guys are good. They're very good. And you might even want to consider now buying light machine guns for them because, I mean, yeah, you don't get the plus bonus, but shooting now is a lot. You're hitting a lot more, so as per usual, it's really difficult for them to get inexperienced teams of any sort. Okay. Captured Soviet tanks. As usual, these are not great. And there's a couple of assault guns. Nice. The Stuk 3. Which got a little bit cheaper. The Finns are okay. I think they can still work. Let's see France here. People have been waxing on about France. So, they have the artillery doctrine, double shot. They have the motivated reserves. This is exactly the same as Belgium. How is France any different? Don't buy the VB launcher. Boom, boom, boom. They've got a little bit more. They've got Foreign Legion. They've got the Alpine, the special troops, special forces here. They've got the Gourmiers, veteran Gourmiers, tough fighters, motorcycles. Still not worth it in version 3. Cavalry. I'm on the fence about cavalry. Machine gun teams. Yep. These are good. Mortar. Blah, blah, blah. They can take all of it. Yep. And, of course, they have a fairly okay tank selection. Let's see about the Sharpie one. Right. Turret-mounted light AT gun. Forward hull-mounted howitzer. Machine gun. Okay. 9+ tank. Yeah, they still got a fairly nice vehicle selection here. So French are good. What about Greece? Let's check those out. Battlefield knowledge. That is, you go on ambush. Turn 1, maybe. You're gonna need LMGs to do that, because otherwise you can't reach. First turn of the game, you've got fieldcraft. Well, yeah. And you can ignore the outflanking modifier. So basically, you should outflank quite a lot with Greece. This is the same as usual. VB launchers still not worth it. And the Greeks are, as per usual, a little bit limited. They've got 2 infantry choices. What the actual? They've got cavalry and infantry. That's it. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. They are so limited in their roster. They really, really need someone to find and write more units. Because nobody's going to play Greece with 6 units to pick from. Hungary. Now, I'm hoping that they picked up the Case Blue rules. They did not. You get extra support and you get roving patrols, which is... you cannot outflank. It's the same with the Bulgarians. It's exactly the same rule. Hungary just became Bulgaria. What? That's not interesting at all. The infantry selection is still very, very... It's 2 infantry choices here. You get access to the Niederwerfer. Yay! Okay. Serenis. Blah, blah. Nimrod might be interesting, though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't foresee anyone playing Hungary. That is not going to happen. What about Italy? Now, Italy, again, would I think, prefer to have the case blue rules. And they don't. Defensive strategy. You can reroll artillery barrage and smoke barrage. Okay. That depends on you actually picking up the artillery observer, doesn't it? During the first turn of the game, cannot order their units to run. Okay. Situational, but I can see that working. Any Italian unit set up on the table may start the unit in ambush. Again, very situational. What about the infantry selections here? You can take engineers. Yeah. And you can take inexperienced engineers. Okay. St. Marcos. So you've got many of the special troops here. But they haven't got their case blue rules, which sucks. But at least the infantry selection is way better than what we've seen, right? A lot better. They've got a full artillery selection. They've got tankettes. They've got light tanks, self-propelled guns. Yeah, that will work. I think you could play Italy now. I mean, at least they don't have the negative special rules that they used to have in Armies of Italy version 2. Norway. What do they do with Norway? Oh, that was too much. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Battlefield knowledge. You can start on ambush. You count as fieldcraft. They're copy pasting here. No, Warlord. Write interesting rules instead. I'm really hoping that once the armies of whatever comes out, that this will be replaced, because it's just not interesting. This is exactly the same as the Greeks. How's the Norwegian army the same as the Greek army? Partisans. I'm hoping for my partisans. I guess well, I know I'm going to be disappointed now. So I can start an ambush. Again, situational, but maybe okay. Fieldcraft is nice, but only for the first turn. I can outflank better. Home country. Yeah, I turned into Bulgaria. My partisans are now Bulgarians. I'm going to rethink my whole partisan list. You can take liaison officers. That's an Arab server. Okay. And I can still take my cavalry. Yay! But cavalry is not massively beneficial this version. Machine guns, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Captured vehicles. That's it. Very limited roster. Very, very limited. Engineers, if option is taken. But what? That makes no sense. Blah, 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 blah. There is no oh, yeah, I can take engineers. Okay. But I cannot take flamethrowers for them. So why would I take the engineers? I don't get it. Yeah, okay, engineers assault buildings better, but... Poland. Now, Poland was actually an army that could compete in version 2. What do they do with it version 3? No hope of retreat. That's a reroll to morale test. That is good, though. Yeah. Any unit that fails a morale check and be destroyed as a consequence can reroll. That is actually good. But they had that before, didn't they? Battlefield knowledge. You may start an ambush. Okay. That can work. If you can get it to set up. As I said, it's a situational thing. But if you can set up your autocannons or your MMGs or whatever in ambush facing an enemy unit that was deployed before you, so it's deployed in the open or whatever, yeah, that unit is not moving at all. First turn of the game, Polish infantry count as field. Why? They all get the same special rules. You can outflank and you get fieldcraft. Okay. What? Why do all minor nations have fieldcraft and all major nations don't, but have interesting rules? It makes no sense. You get the motorcycles, don't take those. You get the infantry, don't take. Infantry is okay, and you do get access to a BAR, which but you don't get an LMG. And then cavalry. Now lances, units equipped with lances gain an additional attack in close combat. They may not fire their carbines while mounted. Okay. So most Polish armies in version 2 were all cavalry lists. They were leaning into these lancers. I don't think it'll be the same for version 3, simply because shooting has gotten so much better, whereas close quarters have gotten so much worse. So, are these going to work? We're going to have to see. I do know some people will try to make cavalry work, but we shall see. It is going to be a lot more costly, and I think you need to take them veteran now. I don't think you can get away with running them regular. You get the tankettes. These were always really nice, like 20 points, so that's 85 points for a tankette with recce. It's definitely worth it. Like the Polish list of vehicles is way bigger than the actual list of infantry, and Romania was also very good in version 2, although a little bit difficult to play. What did they get? They get Axis support and French artillery doctrine. What's that? Yeah, that's exactly. You get 2 shots with your artillery observer. You get to pick something Axis. There's nothing special about these armies, is there? I'm sorry, Warlord. I'm disappointed here. You get infantry, you get cavalry. That's the only 2 choices, and you can't charge. So why would you take anything but infantry? The infantry they gain access to Panzerfausts. So okay, and you can buy LMGs for them. Yeah, these are nothing special at all, and you have a very limited tank roster. The R35. You can't even take the T35. Okay. What about the Netherlands? Come on, my Dutch friends. Let's see. You get double shots with your artillery barrage. Okay. It is good. Don't get me wrong. It is good. I like that. But so many nations now have that. And you get highly motivated reserves. So these are worse French Belgians. Right? That's what they are. They are not special in any way. They're just worse French Belgians. You can take the Indonesian infantry. Don't give them pistols. They're not worth it anymore. You can take motorcycles and you can take regular infantry. That's... why no access to tough fighter? That sucks. And you can't even take SMGs. Is that right? Yeah. No SMGs at all. Boom, boom, boom. You get a lot of different vehicles here. Right. That's it. That is it. So, I'm sorry, Warlord Games, for me. That's a fail. I don't see a lot of people playing these. French and Italians, maybe. Some guys will maybe try out Poland, but the rest of them, not for competition. Nope. They're just too limited in their selection of units. Way too limited. Because, like, the armies, like the 5 great, they're always already very limited because a lot of stuff had been cut out. But these are so much more limited. And the national special rules are not special. They're just reuse 3 or 4 different special rules. For me, this is a fail. Sorry, I wanted to like this, but I don't. I'm not going to play my Partisans with these rules. Nope, that's not happening. So, yeah. Let's do better in the armies of, shall we? Cheers.